upon a time, in Kenya, education didn't start with a pen. It started with a proverb. My grandmother, Anita, used to tell it to me all the time. Haraka haraka haina baraka. Hurry hurry has no blessing. Naturally, as a kid, I'll roll my eyes at that. Because to me, it was just another one of our old sayings. But now, I've realized that that saying carries way more than just advice. It carried a whole new philosophy of learning. What if she didn't just mean to slow down? What if she meant we should take time to understand, not just to cram? That, I believe, is the difference between knowledge and wisdom. My name is Amita, and I'm here to bridge her world and mine. How did her world look like? Her world was that of practicality. Every walk, every chore, and every song was a lesson in a classroom. How going to fetch water from the stream taught responsibility. How a shared meal with friends taught generosity. And how every proverb was preaching a story on patience. Her way of education was practical, weaving into life itself. Like a basket, it was beautiful, it was strong, and it was practical. Then there's my world. Digital, fast, and competitive. We learn through Google, ChatGPT, AI tutors. We are the most informed generation ever. And yet, we are not the wisest. We instead have all the answers in the whole world with one click. And yet, we lack the questions that shaped our humanity. So what if education didn't have to be a choice between the past and the future? What if it was a bridge instead? Neither world is wrong. We're just incomplete without each other. For example, let me show you how this would look like. In my school, we staged a production on Dedan Kimathi, a famous Mau Mau freedom fighter. Instead of giving us textbooks to read on, our school instead brought our grandparents, people who lived through those times, to show us exactly how the forest felt at night, how they played games to distract themselves from fear as a heartbeat that they felt beneath their bones. That is an example on how bridging looks like. We can use technology to record stories. We can use science to understand traditional practices. And we can use education to finally bring all those together. If I picture my grandmother right now, she sat outside, shelling maize, humming to herself, teaching without even trying. And I picture my generation, fingers flying across keyboards and eyes glued on glowing screens. We are both learning, just differently. And I believe that the future of education lies when we finally connect those two strengths, when knowledge and wisdom, no matter how different, hold each other's hand. Because education starts when we stop calling ancestral wisdom old-fashioned and assuming that modern knowledge is superior. Education isn't meant to divide generations. It is meant to connect them. Our ancestors learned through stories, and we learn through screens. True education, the one that connects both the heart and the mind, starts and begins when we finally bridge the two. Thank you.